Into its second century, but still one of the best around. Fenway Park here in Boston. We've got an AL East contest tonight between the New York Yankees and the Boston Red Sox. Alongside Dan Plesac and Mark DeRosa. And Danny, as pitching matchups go, it doesn't get much better than what we've got here for this one.
Well, Matt, these are two of the best in the business. Two guys that throw a lot of strikes, and if their game is on, we should have a very low-scoring ball game with these two elite starting pitchers.
It's baseball on the show, and it's coming up next. Chris Sale, a left-handed Floridian, will get the starting assignment. Dan Plesac, what's the word on him?
Hey, this ought to be fun to watch in this one here today. A guy with over 2,000 career strikeouts. Think about it. He knows how to get swings and misses, and he knows how to paint the corners. Hopefully, he'll bring some of that in this one here, and he should be fun to watch.
So stepping in is DJ LeMahieu, and we are set for baseball here this evening.
DJ LeMahieu.
Ready to deliver. Here comes the first pitch. And a high strike to begin the at-bat. It's 0-1. And maybe trying to get him off stride at the plate, so he'll step out and ask for time. The windup and the 0-1. Behind 0-2 now. One and two to DJ LeMahieu. Starting to get a bit chilly here tonight. 57 degrees at game time. Here comes the 1-2. Popped him up. Plawecki over to his right. One out. With that, here's a look at the Yankees starting lineup. Danny, any thoughts?
Yeah, I'm keeping an eye on DJ LeMahieu. This guy put together one of those ridiculous seasons last year. His numbers were off the chart, and he hit everything. Breaking balls, changeups, splits. The league couldn't figure him out, and he went berserk on the whole year. Consistent from April till October. Amazing season.
Aaron Judge comes on with one gone here as he looks at a called strike one. One out, nobody on. And there's ball one. Time for a look at our umpires in this one. Behind the plate is James Kingsley.
Dan, I know I was an offensive player, but I'm okay being a pitcher's umpire. If you're going to consistently pound that outer half, James Kingsley's usually going to give it to you.
Hey, listen, there's a reason why the pitchers throughout the league, they call him the king of the hill. You move the ball a little bit off the strike zone, he's not afraid to put that arm up. He's a very good pitcher's umpire.
Renfro will drift over to his left a few steps as he takes it for the second out. Anthony Rizzo stands in now. First chance for him here in the top of the first with nobody on. On a less than impressive swing there to start the at-bat. It's 0-1.
I mean, that's just left-on-left crime right there. He could go to that pitch whenever he wants in this type of matchup.
Slider bends into the middle of the strike zone, taken for a strike.
Hey, down 0-2, he better be leery of this guy's nasty changeup. He has the ability to bury it down and away or down and in wherever he wants to. So you got to be on point with this one.
Just underway here at Fenway Park. A swing and a miss as he chased with two strikes, and that will retire the side. 1-2-3 go the Bombers. Yankees nothing, Red Sox coming to bat. You're dialed in to the show. Garrett Cole, the California-born right-hander, is on the mound. Dan, any thoughts?
Hey, we're getting a look at a real competitive pitcher here. Career ERA in the low threes, and that's not an easy thing to do in the day and age of small ballparks and guys swinging for the fences. Rock solid pitcher, does a lot of things well, and it'll be fun to watch him work in this one here today.
One strike now from Cole. And he gets him to swing through that one. He's in control, 0-2. And a changeup swung on and missed for the first out.
Well, there's the great equalizer, the changeup, El Cambio. Listen, if you can keep that pitch in your back pocket and pull it out when you need it, like he did right there, usually hitters, they don't stand a chance.
So now to the plate, Kike Hernandez. He'll swing and lift a ball foul off to the left and out of play. Good changeup, and it's 0-2. Cole is what you may call a stingy starting pitcher. He rarely gets hit around, and on top of that, he usually excels at limiting free passes. A great combination to have.
Matty V, I think one of the keys to being a good starting pitcher, one, limiting the number of pitches that you throw into a game, and two, getting outs as quickly as you can. And there aren't too many guys that do it better than this guy. Not a lot of pitches. One of the things I like, he's in attack mode from the first pitch of every at bat. As we take a look at the replay here, you can see that it was a hanging changeup. Nice job of staying back on it, and he's able to tattoo it for a double. And you know, if that pitch would have supplied more velocity, it might have been out of here. He hit it right on the screws.
0-1 count. Here's the pitch. Fouled away. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Ground ball sent back up the middle. And that's through into center field. Base hit. And they're going to take a 1-0 lead as the run comes across to score.
Boy, that has to feel good as a hitter, D-Roy. You get that base hit to give your team the lead. You have to feel good when you get down to first base.
Yeah, it's just a nice approach. You see him turn to his boys right there and get fired up with the dugout. 100%, not trying to do too much, able to quiet the moment down, center himself, and come through in a big spot.
Now, this is the kind of count this guy feeds on at the plate. You can bet he's geared to hit the fastball right here.
3-0 to him now. From the belt, the pitch. There's a strike with the fastball as he gets back in the count at 3-1. Swing and a ball pulled hard down the line and left. And this will find the wall deep in the corner. And they'll have runners at second and third following the one-out double.
One team's dream inning is another team's nightmare, right? That's their third hit of this opening inning. This one a double. That's got to have the pitcher pretty upset out there, and the manager wondering how long he's going to go in this one.
Catch will be made here. Tagging is the runner from third. And it's a sac fly and an RBI. It's now a 2-0 game.
Always productive to score runs when you can, and that sacrifice fly right there drives home the second run of the inning.
Alex Verdugo is in with 2 away now as he looks at a called strike one.
Even though it's early on in this one, anytime you get runners in scoring position, you'd like to knock them in.
A ball and a strike. Bogarts on third with 2 out. Couldn't lay off that time, and it's 1-2. High and deep down the left field line. And it's a foul ball. Slider whiffed on for strike 3. A great pitch to put an end to the inning. Gotta love a night at the ballpark. These fans certainly are. We return to Fenway Park after this. And now in the box, Giancarlo Stanton. He'll get us started in the top of the second.
You know, these next couple innings are really important for these guys. I know they're only down by a couple, but they need to get something going on offense to keep pace, even though it's early.
Here comes the 0-1. Now a swing and a miss, and things are not looking real. Promising here, down 0-2. 0-2 count, and the pitch. Count remains at 0-2. That misses. 1-2.
Well, that's a pitch right there you gotta just lay off. There's a good chance he's gonna throw it on 0-2, and if you can recognize it starting down in the zone, you know it's only going to go down from there.
And he lays off it to even the count 2-2.
I know he missed with a fastball right there, but this guy's arsenal, you can't figure out what he's trying to do. He's got a lot of different directions he could go in right here.
3 balls and 2 strikes to the Yankees DH. Here's the 3-2. Line to shortstop, and there's one away. Now 1 down with the bases empty, and up to bat next the left-handed light tower power of Joey Gallo. Edge of the zone that time taken and ruled a strike. Sale stands 6'6" and throws from the left side. He's an 11-year vet at the major league level, so he certainly put together a nice career in professional baseball.
Yeah, Matty, you ain't kidding right there. 10 years, we refer to that in the biz as hitting full pension.
Schwarber will range to his left as he tracks this one down in left center for the second out of the inning.
The center fielder, Aaron.
So the bases are empty here with 2 gone, and that'll bring in the switch hitter Aaron Hicks. Ready to deliver. Here comes the first pitch. Into center field, line drive, base hit. So he picks on the first pitch here and is able to extend the inning.
Dan, he took that right back at his face right there. Exactly what you're trying to do. Middle cut, though. Are you a little concerned?
Yeah, that's a case of a ball being right down the middle. As a pitcher, you want to work the corners and stay out of that middle part of the zone, and he paid for it right there with a solid base hit.
Gleyber Torres is at the plate here as he quickly finds himself down a strike. It's 0-1. Pitch out, nothing doing. A runner on first with 2 away. On the ground to third. Devers has it. Throw on to second for the force, and the side is retired. Yanks leave. And now Hunter Renfro, his career line against Garrett Cole. The pitcher's owned him. He's a paltry 1 for 11. First pitch fastball off the plate there, and it's ball 1. That evens it up 1-1. Now here's the pitch. No contact there, and it's 1-2. Turned on that one and crushed it. Just pulled it a little foul.
Yeah, you could tell he was ready for another fastball, but the pitcher went to breaking ball, and the hitter just fouls that one off.
And he fouls this one off. Now another 1-2.
Hey, 3 foul balls in a row right here, searching for that put-away stuff.
Now a changeup locks him up as he looks at strike 3 called. 1 away.
Flat out locked him up with the changeup right there. Usually you're trying for a swing and miss when you throw that pitch in a 2-strike count, but clearly he wasn't looking for it, so it's a backwards K for him.
And here's the catcher, Kevin Plawecki. Fouled off. And he misses with it. 1-1.
That one looked like it could easily have gone the other way. There's a big difference between 0-2 and 1-1, but now this next pitch probably becomes the biggest of the at-bat.
And the throw is wide as it pulls the first baseman off the bag. So you can mark that one down as an E5, and I'd bet he'd like to have that one over. Bobby Dahlbeck is at the plate as he watches ball 1. Plawecki, base runner at first with 1 out. And a good heater as he just watches this baby, a ball and a strike.
What a well-executed fastball right there, down and away. If you're going to do any damage with that pitch, you have to think up the middle the other way, and you have to be diving and leaning out over that thing.
This is skied into short left center. Left fielder is on the move. He tracks it down and makes the play to record the second out. Back to the top of the order now. And next it'll be the left-handed power threat, Kyle Schwarber. First pitch on the way. Good swing, just got to try and straighten that one out.
Man, the batter's eyes lit up right there. A hanger just a little bit out in front. Couldn't keep it fair.
Torres has it. Throw on to first, and they'll escape the danger created by the error. The inning is over. One left for the Red Sox. After two, it's a 2-0 ball game. All set for the start of the inning, and that'll bring in the veteran catcher, Gary Sanchez. First pitch of the AB now. Down the left field line and deep, and that will end up a foul ball.
I love everything this pitcher's got working right now. He's got presence, he's got great body language on the mound, he's got fastball command and a nice early feel for his off-speed stuff.
Swung on and lifted in the air to left center. Chasing after it is Verdugo. He can't get there as it falls in.
Way to battle right there. Hey guys, that wasn't a bad pitch. And executed off the plate. Sometimes you got to tip your hat to the offensive player right there. Stayed inside the baseball and was able to get a knock.
That'll bring in Giovanni Urshela. He grounds it sharply to third. One there, on to first, and they get them both. So base is empty now after the double play, and that'll give way to the third baseman, DJ LeMahieu, to first. And he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. Yanks held in check. They're down 2-0. Stepping up is Kike Hernandez. He doubled his last time up.
Well, he got a good pitch to hit last time up. Looked for it up in the zone and didn't miss it. Those are the pitches you only get. Maybe once an AB, maybe once a game, maybe once a week. So he certainly capitalized on it last time.
1-1 the count.
Hey, usually the second time through the order, you start seeing an incorporation of some more off-speed stuff. But this guy's locating, feeling really good about his fastball. 2 back-to-back.
And he'll stay with it here as he puts the squeeze on it for out number 1. Next, here is Rafael Devers. He delivered an RBI single in his last trip. Infield in the overshift here. Now the pitch. Pulls the string on that one. 1 strike. One and one. And now a pitch on the way. Breaking ball that time that misses out of the zone. Devers, right field and carrying well. And gone. An absolute bomb. It's a solo home run for Rafael Devers as the Red Sox have moved out 3-0.
Well, there's an old saying that the harder you throw, the farther it goes. How about this? Good fastball, and this ball is absolutely tattooed. See you later.
And that brings in Xander Bogaerts. As he'll go after the first pitch to him and comes up empty, it's strike 1. 1 for 1 as he reached base with a double his first time up. Swing and a screamer, but this one's not going to stay fair.
Looked like he was cheating a heater right there. A little bit too far out in front. Got to find a way to keep his hands back.
And it's fouled away.
Hey, he finds himself down 0-2 with the quickness. I know he's a great 2-strike hitter, but this at bat, he's going to have to find a way to nickel and dime and get this thing back to even.
Made a miss on the off-speed pitch that time. Xander Bogaerts becomes the second out in the bottom of the third.
Martinez.
Hard hit ball to second. Torres picks it up. Throw on to first gets him, and the side is retired. But add on one more as the solo shot stretches their lead even further. We're through. All set for the start of the fourth. And digging in is the outfielder, Aaron Judge. First pitch of the AB now. Popped him up. And he'll indeed make the play in foul territory for the first out. So one down, no one aboard. And into bat next, the left-handed hitting first baseman, Anthony Rizzo. Pitch on the way. No runs, 2 hits, and 1 error on the Yankee line score so far. A good tailing fastball for a strike, 1-1.
Hey, make no mistake about it. This lineup's going to have to get going and get a little bit more aggressive. This guy's pounding his zone.
Swing and a liner. But quick hands over there at third as he takes it for the second out. Next will be the cleanup hitter, Giancarlo Stanton. Comes into this at-bat 0 for 1 in the ballgame. And this one's down off the shoe tops, 1-0.
Boy, that's one of the toughest pitches to lay off. A hard breaking ball at the back foot. Tough take on a terrific pitch. 2 balls and no strikes, the count to Stanton. You'd never want to fall behind as a pitcher, but doing it to a guy like this is even worse. He's got to bear down and execute for the rest of this at-bat, starting right now.
And that'll get down for a 2-out single. The inning stays alive with 2 out and brings up Joey Gallo next.
Heck of a job by the batter right there. You would have thought he bought himself a fastball, but gets an off-speed pitch, doesn't try and do too much, and drives it for a base hit.
So that brings up the big bat of Joey Gallo. He gets a shot to hit here in the inning following the 2-out single.
Yeah, and that hit might not amount to much, but anytime you can extend an inning and give a guy with plenty of pop a chance to swing it, the outlook of an inning changes dramatically.
I had him reaching at thin air that time, and he's very quickly down 0-2.
Guess where he's going with this next pitch? Probably a little further outside, see if the fish are still biting.
Tried to get him to go after one below the knees, but it's 1-2.
Boy, he sped him up in this at-bat. Now it's time for the changeup. This guy's got a good one, and he hasn't thrown it yet in this at-bat.
And he comes back with a fastball. Strike 3 called, and the inning is over. 1 left for the Yankees. They trail in this one 3-0. Just about set to go for the last of the 4th. But before we do that, here's Heidi Watney.
Thanks, Matt. During the commercial break, I talked about the Red Sox offense with the Boston manager, and flat out, he was very pleased with the quality of their at-bats. They've been able to push across 3 runs to this point, but they've also made the opposition work extremely hard. He's thrown a lot of pitches, and they think they're going to have a good opportunity to push across a lot more runs as he tires or as they get into that bullpen.
Thank you, Heidi. Lifted down the line in left, but this is just going to wind up being a foul ball. And it's 1-1. Left side, but well foul. 1-2, here it comes. And a half swing that time, but it's a full swing in the eyes of the umpire, and that'll be the first out of the inning.
Always tough for one of these base umpires to make a call on a guy's check swing. It's not a great angle, and everything happens so quickly, so they really have to be paying attention out there. Looking at the replay, I think he got it right, so that's a tip of the cap for the Blue.
Hey, guys, that fastball just registered 97 miles an hour. On a night like tonight where it's super cold out, if you don't get to head to that baseball right there and you get jammed, it's almost like getting stung by a pack of wasps.
The next 0-2.
Ball in.
Still a ball and 2 strikes. He'll try again, 1-2. To 2 balls and 2 strikes now.
Wow, that was a close pitch on 1-2. The count's now at 2-2, but boy, that one very easily could have been called strike 3. Really close pitch.
And there are 2 away now. Now to the plate, Kevin Plawecki. He comes in 0 for 1 on the day thus far after reaching on an error his first time up. And they start him out with a slider. Good spot, but he doesn't get the call. 1-0. And he gets a piece of it here, but it's chopped foul. 3 runs, 4 hits, and no errors for the Red Sox to this point. Oh, and this is hit high and deep out to left. Gallo has to retreat to the track, but he has it to retire the side. Down in order go the Red Sox. They lead it 3-0. Welcome back. Heidi Watney standing by as we get set for the top of the 5th.
Thanks, Matt. I talked with Yankees manager Aaron Boone during the break about the team's offensive performance so far, and he told me he's pretty unhappy with their discipline at the plate in this one. He said they've been chasing at pitches out of the zone all game, which obviously doesn't usually lead to good results. Until they start being more selective with their swings, he said they will continue to struggle.
Okay, thank you, Heidi. Hit hard on the ground towards second, and that's a base hit. So a little first pitch swing in there as he's on to kick off the inning.
Hey, guys, he's not known for being a singles hitter right here, but that's his second knock of the game.
And I'm sure he'll take him, but the guys on the other side of the scorecard might be thinking we really avoided a worse fate. Next up will be Gleyber Torres, as he'll take a look at a high strike that time. It's 0-1.
One of the biggest factors on how long you're going to go with a start is how many first pitch strikes you throw. 80% usually means you're going to have a pretty good day, and that's on the menu so far.
Count now, a ball and a strike. The 1-1. Now a swing and a softly hit ground ball. Hits are now even at 4 apiece. Left field and deep. A ball that's carrying. On the warning track, he makes the catch. So a runner at first with 1 out now. And the next to bat, the Dominican-born catcher Gary Sanchez. From the stretch. Way behind that pitch, it's 0-1.
Hey, that's the modern game right now. North-south. Elevate that high fastball and bury stuff in the dirt. Completely different from the east-west we came up playing.
1 ball, 1 strike to count. Really pulled that one across as the slider misses well inside. 2-2.
You can really tell they're trying to keep the ball in on this big slugger right here.
Is that an effort to keep him from getting extended, do you think?
Yeah, I think that's the idea, Matt, but he might spin to win if he starts looking for it in there.
Still even at 2-2. Hicks leads off first with 1 away. Oh, and he can't catch up to the fastball as he swings and misses for the 2nd out. Got him with a good high fastball there. Danny, we see a lot of that pitch in strikeout situations these days. What makes it so effective?
I think, Matt, what makes it such a tough pitch is you're changing eye levels. That fastball up looks so enticing to hit that you see that ball as a hitter, you think you can drive it, but it's really hard to get on top of that good high hard fastball.
First pitch on its way. Gio Urshela is at the plate now, and he's quickly behind 0-1.
Can't waste getting the leadoff runner on in this situation. Someone's got to bear down and get a big knock.
Just off the outside that time, laid off for a ball. Swing and a liner. And he dives to make a spectacular catch. What a play there to end the inning. Worth a second look here, as this is a beauty to end the inning. D-Row, Dan, and I return to Boston after this. Striding in for Boston, Bobby Dahlbeck flew out in his only at-bat so far.
Almost, Matty. Almost went deep his last AB. Certainly just missed it. With this guy's big power, he's feeling pretty good at the dish. Look for him to try and get on something and drive it out of the yard this AB.
And he lays off a pitch in there for the first strike. Fouled away. Here it comes, 0-2. swing, and I believe this one is going to find the seats as well. It does, so quite a battle here as it remains 1-2. Skied into straightaway right. Judge is under it. 1 out. So it's back to the top of the order now, and that'll bring up the left-handed hitting Kyle Schwarber. And he lays off there, 1-0.
Ball 1, no strike.
One and 1 to Schwarber. A ball and 2 strikes now.
1 ball, 2 strikes, down.
And here's a changeup in there for a called 3rd strike, and that's the 2nd out of the inning.
Pitching 101 is changing location and upsetting the hitter's timing. You do that, and everything's going to be fine. In that strikeout, he never threw the same pitch.
And he takes a big swing at that one as this one's lifted high in the air and deep out to left field. And it bangs off the monster. And this will wind up a closer play than I thought, but he's in there with 2 bases.
Now batting.
Well, that's his 2nd double of the game, and I thought it might have enough to get out of here. Banged it off the wall, and he's looking really good in this one.
Here now is Rafael Devers, as the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike 1. He's got hits in both of his at-bats so far in this one. And here's a swing and a miss as he falls behind 0-2. Working for the punch out and the offering.
Hey, this is a big pitch right here. Can't allow them to tack on any more run.
A swing and a miss. That retires the side, and that will do it. So they can't make anything out of the 2-out double. More from Boston after this. And that sends DJ LeMahieu into the box. He was retired via the ground ball last time up. Lofted in the air out toward right center. Right fielder is on the run. He's there and records the 1st out. Here's big Aaron Judge. 0 for 2 for him so far. He's flied out and popped out. In there, strike 1. Boys, we see the pitch count. It's hard to remember the last time we saw a guy pitch this efficiently.
Hey, this guy has really been attacking the zone, and this lineup has been more than happy to swing at a lot of pitchers' pitches so far.
And the 6th inning is progressing quickly here. Now 2 away.
Now batting, the first baseman.
And that'll bring Anthony Rizzo to the plate. He's 0 for 2 with a strikeout in this one. Took a little off, and it's in for a called strike 1.
Hey, the guy on the mound is absolutely pounding the zone, and that's why he's been able to stay and pitch deep into this game.
Now a swing and a ground ball, and that's going to be a base hit for Rizzo. Giancarlo Stanton now. High in the air out to center field. Verdugo waits on it. And he makes the play to end the inning. The Yanks leave 1. Still down 3-0. Bottom of the inning now, and that'll bring up the shortstop and one of the better 2-strike hitters in baseball, Xander Bogaerts. Lifted in the air out towards left center. Here's Hicks to put it away, and that's out number 1. So here is J.D. Martinez. Here's the first pitch.
J.D.
Sends that one out of play for strike 1. Martinez takes his swings from the right-handed batter's box, but he's one of those rare hitters that actually thrives facing same-handed pitching. One of the very best in the game, as a matter of fact, in that type of matchup.
Yeah, Matty, he does not leak with that front side. He keeps that shoulder tucked, stays inside the baseball, and it gives him every opportunity to hammer the fastball and stay on that breaking stuff.
Hit hard towards center, and that's a base hit. 1 for 2 in his first couple of plate appearances. So a runner at first now with 1 away, and that brings up the outfielder Alex Verdugo. He swings and misses. Throw down is there to ring him up. The caught stealing for Sanchez.
Very well could have been a hit-and-run attempt there. But you kind of have to make contact for those to work out. He didn't, and his teammate was hung out to dry at second.
2 out, nobody on. Tough one to call there, but it's ruled just above the zone. Lifted into the air to shallow center. Gallo is there, and he'll put it away to retire the side. No runs on a hit, no errors, and no one left. We're through 6 full. Boston's out in front, 3-0. 7th inning ready to roll, and that'll bring up Joey Gallo.
The left fielder, Joey Gallo.
Infield shifted well to the right. Here's the first pitch. And the first pitch of the inning here misses down and in for a ball. It's 1-0. Some action out in the bullpen. Couple of right-handers starting to loosen up. And looked like ball 2 below the knees, but it's ruled a strike, and that evens the count at 1-1.
I mean, this offense has struggled because they haven't been able to make the adjustment. He stayed staunch on the outer half, and these guys have not worked the ball the other way.
Now the 2-1.
Great AB up until this point. A walk right here could really just infuse some confidence into this lineup.
And the good fastball there finds the zone as the count goes full now, 3-2. And a good take there as they'll have a leadoff man aboard to start the 7th. It's ball 4.
Well, the reason power hitters generally draw more walks than other guys is exactly what we saw right there. Pitchers work around them and nibble the corners a lot more so they don't get burned. He made some good pitches, but he just couldn't get him to chase enough out of the zone.
Aaron Hicks is the batter now as he looks at a ball of 1-0. Swinging a hard liner to center field. A dive, but it's off his glove. Danny Santana is going to come in now and take over following the injury. And that'll bring up Gleyber Torres. He started out the evening 0 for 2 so far.
Gleyber Torres.
First pitch of the AB on its way.
Well, the Yankees have been searching for that big hit pretty much all game. It remains to see if they can get it, but now it sure would be a good time.
And it's quickly 0-2. Gallo over at second. Hicks on at first with nobody out. Pitch taken several inches below the zone, in fact.
Hey, that 0-2 fastball wasn't even close, but I'm hit right now. I'm still sitting on that heater.
Here comes the 1-2. Still a ball and 2 strikes. Hit down the third baseline. And this will get by him at third. Down the line. It's a fair ball. And that'll put him on the board as it's now a 3-1 contest.
He was able to recognize that pitch early. His eyes lit up on that one. Able to pull it down the line for a nice base hit.
Here comes the Red Sox manager up out of the dugout on his way to the mound. And he's going to make a change as that'll be all for his starter, Chris Sale. So he'll leave with the lead. Can't lose this one, but he is responsible for the 2 runners out there, so he could get a no decision if they were to come around and score. Matt Barnes comes on now, and he'll take over with nobody out in inning number 7. Gary Sanchez is at the plate as he looks at ball 1. A hit and 2 tries for him so far. To the left side, but it's well foul. Runners are at first and third with none out. And a knuckle curve missed that time. 2-1. Career numbers against Matt Barnes. He's only 2 for 10. He's taken him deep once. And I'm not sure I've seen a swing that bad even in a video game. It's 2-2 now.
Hey, don't kid yourself. I know those were 2 bad swings, but he hits middle of the order for a reason. It only takes 1 swing.
And he fouls this one off. Another try at 2-2. Takes this the other way to right, and he will deliver one of the biggest at-bats of the night. It's a base hit, and the run will score from third to make this a 3-2 ball game.
Now batting.
Take a look at this right here. He didn't get jumpy and try and pull it down the left field line. Stayed in there, fought hard, and grinded out a nice knock the other way.
Digging in next, Gio Urshela trying here to plate the tying run from second. From the stretch. Now a swing, and he pops him up. And I believe, yes, the umpire signaling for the infield fly rule. Here's the second baseman, DJ LeMahieu. Not much in the way of productivity from him so far, but he's got a chance to come through here in a crucial spot.
Yeah, it's time now that he has to put the rest of those bats behind it, because none of that matters if he can clutch up when it really counts.
But this is speared by the first baseman. And that'll bring up Aaron Judge. Career numbers against Matt Barnes. He's a .333 hitter. He also has 1 home run. And the first pitch here is below the knees, but he gets him to chase it, and it's 0-1.
For most people, being down 0-1 would seem like a lot, but this guy is such a good hitter. He doesn't care going deep in the count. He's got runners on base. He has a game plan.
And what an effort on the running play to end the inning. So it's 2 runs on 3 hits, no errors, and a couple of men left. They'll get up and stretch here at Fenway. The Red Sox lead it. Last half of the 7th here, and standing in the outfielder, Hunter Renfro.
The right fielder, Hunter.
And that misses ball 1.
Renfro.
You know, because this is just a 1-run game, this doesn't strike me as a situation where he's going to be working around a guy. I think he's going to challenge him right here.
And that finds the outfield grass for a base hit. Legs churning. He's headed for second. Around second now and headed for third. And the Sox are in business here. It's a leadoff triple.
This is one park in the league that sees a lot of triples because of the way it's designed, and he adds another one, heading to third for the 3-bagger.
Kevin Plawecki is at the plate as he takes a called strike 1. Ball 1 as he lays off below the zone. Renfro, the runner at third with no outs. Maybe too much break on the slider. 2-1. And it's 2 balls and 2 strikes now.
He hasn't thrown that pitch much all game. I got to believe as an offense, you just got to throw that pitch away and move on to the next one.
Looks at a fastball low here, and it's full 3-2.
Keep in mind, people, the longer the at-bat, the higher the likelihood that this becomes his last inning.
Very tight ball game. 3-2 our score in inning number 7. Fouled off. Line towards center field. And he has delivered on 3-2 as he comes up big. It's a base hit. And now the runner from third scores to give them a very important insurance run.
The first baseman,
Dan, that's a huge insurance run right there. Has to feel good as a hitter right there to not only get a ribby knock, but to give your team a little bit of breathing room.
It does, and it makes your pitcher go out there with a little bit more free and easy frame of mind instead of going in a 1-run game where every pitch is so important. You're 1 pitch away from a solo tying the game up. That's not the case now.
Darren O'Day takes the ball here as he'll enter with a runner at first and nobody out. Good slider there, and he gets ahead of him 0-1. Nobody out, runner on first. Now a swing and a miss at a slider for a strike. So back-to-back sliders for strikes. Does he come back with yet another?
Hey, not normally a good plan to throw 3 consecutive sliders in a row, but this guy's slider is so good, I think he might throw it again.
And another foul ball. The next 0-2.
Ball, that pitch is out.
And he lays off a pitch outside as they draw even at 2-2.
We've got ourselves an awesome battle going on right here. Bottom line, the guy who's going to win this situation is the guy who executes.
And he finally wears him down here as he strikes him out after a 9-pitch at-bat.
That was some nice execution on that pitch. Spotted it nicely down around the bottom of the zone. And when you do that, especially with 2 strikes, not a lot of guys are going to hurt you. You're going to get a lot of ground balls and swings and misses down there.
Oh, and you talk about a pitcher getting the benefit of the doubt. That's low, but called to strike anyway. 0-2 now. And he struck out again. That's the 3rd time he's gone down on strikes in this one. What's your take on all the strikeouts we see in the game today, Dan? That was his 3rd tonight, and it seems we're seeing that a lot more these days.
Yeah, Matt, there's been a real change in philosophy as far as hitting in baseball today. A lot of guys think now that an out is an out, a strikeout is just as good as a regular out, but we're seeing strikeouts.
He sends it out to left field. Well hit. Looking up is the left fielder, and it's gone into the monster seats. It's a 2-run shot to straightaway left as they open it up to 6-2 now.
No surprise with that swing of the bat. This guy is simply one of the best in the game right now. There's not too many guys that take a beautiful hack like that in the league.
Rafael Devers the next to bat as he will take a fastball in there at the knees for strike 1. He's 2 for 3 and looking for more here. Barely able to make contact. Down 0-2 now. Did a good job to shorten up and protect the plate, and he'll have another shot at it here. And he strikes him out here, so he's able to stop the bleeding a bit as this side is retired. But they strike for 3 in the inning, 2 on this 2-run home run. 7 complete here tonight. It's now 6-2 Sox. Josh Taylor has been summoned from the bullpen as he'll do so to start the 8th. And stepping in, Anthony Rizzo. He'll have a new pitcher waiting for him as we begin their half of the 8th. Ready to deal. Here comes the first pitch. And he pops him up, drifting toward the left side of the infield. Devers has it, and there's one away. In now is the Yankees DH, Giancarlo Stanton. It was a flyout for him in his last trip. He's set. Here it comes. Hit hard on the ground to third. Throw gets him. 2 down. Here's Joey Gallo now. 2 away here in the 8th, and time's running out on him, Danny.
Yeah, they don't have a lot of outs left to work with, so it's time for someone to make something happen if they're going to get back into this thing.
Strike 1 to start the at-bat. Lifetime versus this arm. Not a big sample size, 0 for 1. Now the 0-1. Late on that one as it's fouled off to the left side. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. He got him. Lively fastball that time, and it puts an end to the inning. So the Yanks go 1-2-3. They still trail here. It's 6-2. Striding in is Xander Bogaerts. Flew out last time up.
The shortstop,
Luis Severino is on to pitch out of the bullpen in the bottom half of the 8th. Starts him with a good rising fastball there for strike 1.
Hey, love the confidence in that pitch right there, going right after one of the better hitters on this team, not afraid to execute.
Here's a fly ball, well hit. Hicks on the move, running hard. He's digging for second, and that one skips up over the wall for a ground rule double. And that'll bring up J.D. Martinez. And this one gets away. And he's going to make it into third base now, as I believe that'll be scored as a wild pitch. The 1-0. Bogaerts at third with nobody out. 1-2 as he chases the slider.
Swing and a miss on a nasty slider right there. Always felt toughest pitch in the game. If you're a guy who liked to work the big part of the field, you were on that fastball middle away, Well, that slider looked like a heater for about 56 feet 6 inches.
To short. Reined in. Throw to first is in time, but meanwhile the runner is in to score.
Now batting, center fielder.
Next up is Danny Santana, and he's getting his first plate appearance here in the 8th after entering off the bench just a little bit ago. No balls and 1 strike. The windup and the 0-1. Off the outside that time as the breaking ball can't catch the zone. Lifted down the line in left. And it's a foul ball. The 1-2. And it's fouled away. Again, a 1-2. Fastball, strike 3 called as he couldn't pull the trigger, and there are 2 away. Next up for the Red Sox, Hunter Renfro tripled and scored in his last at-bat, and we'll see what he does for a follow-up act here. No balls and a strike to count. Ball 1. 2 out, nobody on. Swing and a miss on a pitch outside. 1-2 now. And a fastball called strike 3, and the side is retired. 1 run, 1 hit, no errors, and no one left.
Leading off for the Yankees.
All set to start the 9th in this one, and that'll bring up the switch hitter Aaron Hicks. A bouncer up the middle. And this will make its way into center field for a base hit, and the leadoff man's aboard now to open the 9th.
There's a hard hit ground ball. Pitcher not able to get a glove on it. Hard single up the middle.
Yeah, watch your lips right there, Dan. Sent it back right where it came from.
Into the box, Gleyber Torres. A dive, and oh, he can't hang on. To second for 1. Next for New York, Gary Sanchez. Singled home run in his last time up. Comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. Timing just a tick off there as this one's fouled off to the right.
Hey, if he's going to execute that curveball, and that's the first one of the day, if he's going to execute it like that, be on the lookout for that one. That's going to be a big one.
And that's through for a hit.
Yeah, and I think this is the case of a guy trying to rush it, hoping to turn a double play, and instead of getting 2 outs, they get 0 outs, and runners are on first and second.
Next to dig in, Gio Urshela. And these guys are making a little push here. You have to high and deep to left center field. Not quite out of here as it's off the monster. And a good throw is going to hold that runner at third, so they're loaded now with only 1 away. Hansel Robles takes the ball now in inning number 9, looking to close the door.
It's one of the beauties of playing in Fenway right there. Most places that's a double or a home run, but at Fenway you're coming out of the box thinking, can I make it to second? Because if it caroms and that left fielder fields it cleanly, you're dead to rights at second base. Man, that's a heck of a job to hold him in a single.
Lifted in the air out to left field. Catch made in left. Here comes the runner for the plate. And he is safe at the plate, and that'll cut it to a 7-3 ball game now.
The right fielder, number 99.
Next, it'll be Aaron Judge. He comes to the plate as the last chance for his side. 2 out here in the 9th. First pitch of the AB now. And a fastball's in there for strike 1.
You got to love guys auto taking you 0-0 if you're on the mound. You could steal that first strike, and now you go to work, just picking apart the corners.
And a check swing here as he couldn't help himself, and it's ruled strike 2. Last chance for the Yankees. And he gets strike 3 called to end it here, and with that, this one is over.
Hey, one of the keys to having a good record in baseball is to win some games at home, so this was a big win to win at home in front of their home crowd.
And tonight's final, 7-3. The Red Sox jumped out to an early lead in the first and never looked back. Chris Sale pitches well enough to get the W. So that will wrap things up. For Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, Heidi Wackney, and our whole crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, head to theshow.com.
The final line score for our ball game tonight. For the victorious Boston Red Sox, 7 runs on 10 hits. 1 error, they left 3 men on base. For the Yankees, 3 runs on 10 hits. 1 error, they left 8 runners on base. Time of the ball game, 3 hours and 18 minutes. Tonight's paid attendance at Fenway Park, 37,755. The Red Sox and Yankees, thank you.